What if I shared with you an amazing secret? You don't need to be wealthy to achieve financial success, but you do need to understand how to manage your money effectively. Most people think about investing like gambling, but there's much more to it. In fact, numerous studies show that even ordinary people can make significant wealth through smart investing strategies. Today, I'm going to reveal 5 powerful investments that you can use to achieve financial freedom, how they work, and the realistic time frame they require to pay off. By the end of this video, you'll learn the specific investments you should make to start building wealth. Let's dive in. The first investment you should consider is index funds. These are funds that invest in a wide range of top companies and are not tied to just one. Instead, they're part of the overall market. For instance, investing in the S&P 500 index means you're investing in hundreds of successful companies. The important part is understanding how long it takes to see profits from these investments. Historically, index funds have reported a return of approximately 8% to 10% per year in the long run. Of course, the time frame to see returns varies from one investment to another. It often takes a few years. But with consistent investment, you'll start seeing visible growth after 3 to 5 years. With patience and dedication, you can potentially achieve financial freedom using these investments. Now let's move on to the second powerful investment, dividend stocks. These are stocks that pay regular dividends to investors. Imagine owning a business that sends regular payments to you. That's dividend investing. The crucial question is, how long does it take to make a real difference from these investments? Historically, dividend stocks have reported a return of approximately 4% to 5% per year. However, remember that these investments come with a high level of risk. The timeline for dividend investing is a bit different. If you choose the right investment, you might see a 20% to 40% gain within 1 to 3 years. But if you mess up, you could lose a lot of money quickly. So, if you have the ability to handle volatility, growth stocks might be the perfect investment type for you. Lastly, real estate is another great investment choice to consider. This asset class has generated more financial success than any other in history. When you invest in property, you can benefit from 2 main aspects: property value appreciation and rental income. So, real estate isn't as quick and efficient as stocks, do you agree? It usually takes an average of 5 to 10 years for the true appreciation to be visible. If you choose to rent out your property, you can get rental income as soon as it's ready. However, with real estate, it's more of a modest build-up over time. Besides, let's not overlook the 5th most interesting investment idea: learning something new or investing in a business. This kind of investment is usually underestimated and extremely powerful. When you invest in yourself, enhancing your abilities, and possibly even starting your own business, the potential for earning is limitless. Chasing cool skills like digital marketing, coding, sales, or content creation can rapidly double your income within merely a year or 2. Even a small-scale business, if you take care of it correctly, can transform into a considerable profit within around a couple of years. This kind of investment can come with a little bit of risk, but it also presents a massive payout. Now let's discuss why some investments might be quicker or safer than others. Growth stocks and business investments might have faster potential returns when we consider a long-term perspective. What is considered the safest investment on the long-term side? Index funds and real estate. When discussing the investment that generates passive income, dividend stocks and rental properties seem to be the #1 choice. Let's also highlight the most common mistake people generally make. They often think they need to make a substantial amount of money quickly. Building wealth is all about consistency and patience, not trying to achieve super quick payouts. If you consistently put in some money every month, diversify it well, and stay committed for a period of 10 to 20 years, you'll be much more likely to become financially independent. Here's an easy-to-remember plan for you. Aim for roughly 40% in index funds. Keep around 20% in dividend stocks. Try to put in a portion of 20% in growth stocks. Invest a little bit in your skills and knowledge too. Reinvest any profits as necessary. Don't get panicked when things begin to go bad. Don't let market noise or short-term whims disrupt your plans. And always remember that it takes patience and discipline to achieve long-term success. If you remain steadfast for 5 years, you'll see some impressive results in the long run. If you stick with it for 10 years, you'll witness your wealth significantly grow. And if you persist for 20 years, you'll start building a real fortune. The difference between having a poor day and reaching financial freedom is the way you approach your investments. It's all about having patience and being disciplined with your plans. It's all about taking the time and letting compounding work its magic for you.